in being the county government of Embu. The Embu County government has vowed to challenge the ban in court, arguing that there is no justification for the move. Maureen Wanjiku with that story.
The county governments of the coastal counties of Kilifi and Mombasa pronounced themselves on the Muguka debate, banning the entry, transportation, sale and consumption of the product within their borders. The move, however, has been met with resistance, with the Embu County, which is among the leading producers of Muguka, seeking to challenge the ban in court. The county government urges that there is no justification for the ban, and the move by Mombasa and Kilifi seeks to disadvantage players in the multi-billion value chain, including farmers, traders, and transporters.
Well, everything is being done in bad faith, and that's why we are not very happy, because even after having an engagement with the governor and the county government of Mombasa, they went behind us and then issued orders, which will affect not only our people, but also their people.
Leaders in the county have failed the ban, arguing that there was no scientific evidence to prove that Muguka was a drug, adding that there was also no single law prohibiting its sale or consumption.
Wewe viongozi wa Mombasa nyinyi, junanjua hata kusoma katiba mjui kusoma katiba sawa sawa. Nataka muende musome kipengele ya 11 ya katiba yetu ya Kenya. Muone ya kwamba mumea yetu ya Muguka is a cultural indigenous crop.
Wiki jana tulikuwa pale Mombasa. Tukapata nafasi ya kuongea na gavana na MCAs wa pale. Wakatuambia kuwa Muguka imekuwa ikiharibu watoto wao, lakini tukawaambia sisi wenyewe tunakuza Muguka na watoto wetu hawapati hiyo madhara ile wanasema inatokana na Muguka.
Traders and farmers have also expressed their concern that they stand to lose in terms of revenue and livelihoods, as they heavily relied on the trade to meet their daily needs. They have called on President William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua to intervene to safeguard their business.
Uchumi wa Mombasa imejengwa na Muguka, imejengwa na miraa, na haijajengwa na ile mandawa inauzwa huko Mombasa yenye inaharibu watoto wenu. Mnakuja kuharibu the livelihood of other people kwa jina Muguka.
Kilifi County banned Muguka on Friday, just a day after Mombasa County government issued a ban on the product. Maureen Wanjiku, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, more than 10,000 households are being affected by the flood menace in Tana River County, with 8,300 households being in the Tana Delta alone. According to Kenya Red Cross Society, of the 43 counties that were significantly affected by floods, Tana River was the most affected. Red Cross head of operations Venant Ndegela says they are still working in the flood operation, responding to the needs of the affected population. Meanwhile, Tana Delta floods victims want the government to compensate them for the losses caused by the floods, as well as find a lasting solution to the perennial flood problem in the area.
Hapa tumefurahi sana, imekuja wageni mzuri. Alafu sisi shida yetu hapa ni shida ya kwanza ya maji, shida ya chakula na madawa, na pia ng'ombe pia na mbuzi kidogo, shida ile pande ya ile dawa.
Tunaomba serikali watubadilishie hizi hema. Hizi hema ziko na joto mwingi na hazina room ndani, na tuko na watoto wakubwa na tuko na wasichana wenye ambao wanasoma shule, na sisi wazee tunakaa na watoto hapo ndani kwa ndani, na usiku tukilala pamoja. So tunaomba kwa heshima na taadhima, tunaomba serikali kuu na watusikilize hicho kilio chetu, watubadilishie hizi hema.
I met with a series of women, and what we see in most disasters that women and children are the most impacted. Women and children are the ones who lose their livelihood, they've lost their access to health. Their children aren't getting the schooling they need.
As at now, the resources which were there, they are very much overstretched. As a national society, what we had prepositioned to support at least 30,000 households in the whole country, we are now forced to support up to over 50,000 households and therefore very much overstretched now. We are forced to reach out again to our partners and other stakeholders and well-wishers to come in and support the situation.
The Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Alice Wahome, has warned registrars across the country from allocating freehold land title deeds to foreigners. According to Wahome, she has reiterated plans by the ministry to take stock and audits of the freehold lands and title deeds in the region, warning that anyone found culpable of allocating the titles to foreigners will face the law. She also raised an alarm on the rising number of land fraudsters and urged the courts to work closely with the land registrars in the land-related cases to provide genuine documents.
They are here, so we can... Freehold titles under the Constitution, Article 65, cannot be transferred or owned by foreigners. I'm not specifying any group, but you have to be a Kenyan to hold a freehold title. Other people can hold leaseholds up to maximum 99 years. And therefore, I want to remind this particular region, and not just Mombasa, Kilifi, Ramu, and Kware, and Taita Taveta. There is a lot of that happening. Somehow, I think the registrars may have forgotten, but I'm reminding them. And we will, of course, take stock and audit. I want to tell the registrars that we will be taking stock and audit. And where we find people are sleeping on their job, I don't think we are going to be very nice to them, because even me, I'm not allowed to sleep on my job.
And that so brings Weekend at 1 to a close. My name is Dennis Aseto, and just additional information is that President William Ruto will be landing at Eldoret at 6 p.m. in the evening. We shall be bringing you that developing story, but it is at this point that Weekend at 1 comes to a close. I'm Dennis Aseto. Good afternoon.